Souls out there, how are you? Happy Monday. So we are streaming live to Facebook as well as YouTube. And I learned something last week from the YouTube. It's, even though it looks like it's still setting up and getting everything sorted, you're actually live as soon as you hit that button. So happy Monday, everyone, for Magical Monday. And over the weekend in Brisbane, we had the Mind Body Spirit Expo. And did you actually go and check it out? So I went and saw a friend who also does readings, and while I was there, I got 3 new decks of cards. So today, when I'll be doing readings, we've got the Mystical Journey cards, the Sacred Light Oracle cards, and the Lakshmi cards. So if you would like a reading with one of these decks, I'm happy to do that for you. And I'm still playing with these cards, and it's adding to my collection. I think I'm up to 23 decks now. So I've been collecting them for over 20 years, and my first deck was angel cards, and then from there just kept expanding my little library. Anyway, so let me know if you would like a reading. Also, what I'll be doing today is just giving you a quick energy update, because we had the full moon on Saturday night. We were in the park under the full moon, which was beautiful, and we did a live meditation in the park. So I'm returning to doing the live meditations here in Brisbane. If you are local, please join me. And it's for the full moon and the new moon. So keep an eye on my Facebook page or on Eventbrite, and you can join me on any of those meditations for the full moon or new moon, because the energy shifts. We're in intense energy right now, especially what's going on the planet. And yeah, as you know, the Queen has passed last week, the end of last week. So there's going to be lots of changes, and I encourage you to focus on your light, where you're going. Like last week, I talked about, planting seeds for your future. And listening to your heart, really focusing and tuning into your heart when making choices and decisions. So the full moon was in Pisces, and this is, the earth. The earth is going through a lot of changes, as well as energetically what's going on with many countries, weather patterns, plus energetically with different systems that are breaking down. And I'll just share a little bit about more on the energy, because there we go, Facebook people, I am here. But we are awakening, and just as births, sometimes can be a little tricky, depending on your perspective. This is what's going on at the moment, okay? But remember, focus on what it is that you choose to bring into your life and what you choose to attract into your life. And that's what's going to grow. That's really important right now. And in 2 weeks, we've got the new moon coming up on the 25th of September. That's in Libra. And I'll talk about that closer to that time, though it's all about focusing on the light. And remember, you're the creator of your reality. And just be aware that there's a lot of chaos going on in the external world, but come back to your center. Stay grounded, stay centered, and focus on what you choose to bring into your life. Okay, now there's going to be a lot of people focusing on other stuff, and they have every right to do that. It's not your job to change their mind. It's your job to change your mind. And then they have something to follow. So everyone's at different stages and levels of consciousness, and depending on where you are on the spectrum, and depending on how much inner work you've done, you can be the pioneer leading the way for others and being that beacon of light, or maybe you are just dabbling and just waking up on your journey and looking for the light and really digging into releasing anything that has been holding you back, i.e. old programs, old patterns, old stories, old beliefs, old paradigms, old behaviors and habits. So be aware of what areas in your life have not been working. And the full moon that we did on Saturday night, we did a burning ceremony, and I do this every month, and it's all about releasing and letting go of any of those stuck energies. Because when there's energy that's stuck in the body, if you can imagine, it's like this grid, and that's what's happening in the connective tissue. And so, but we're energy beings, so the energy needs to actually flow through our body with ease and grace, and flow through our meridians, through our chakras. We are source energy in this physical body, and it's our job to make sure that the energy is constantly flowing. Thank you, Kate, for watching. Hello. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you'd like a card reading. I've got 3 new decks to play with, so happy to share that with you. So focus on what's ahead, and then you don't even notice what other people are doing. Just focus on you, okay? And just keep bringing it back to you, because for each of us, that's all there is. This is about humanity as a consciousness stepping into its power. So don't give your power away through misinformation, and it's all information. There's a lot out there. As you know, you can click on any platform and we're bombarded with all this information. Though there's a lot of misinformation, not everything's 100% accurate. So looking at the information is someone else's version of something else, and it will always be that. But get better, start listening to your soul. This is the soul speak, okay? This is what we're here for. It's all about change and growth, but really stepping into your spiritual self, listening to your soul and making choices from that space, because your soul is listening. So listening to your own soul, and that goes with listening to your feelings. And I'm sure you all listen to people speak, and the words are good and the words seem to be accurate, and they even may resonate. But if you step away from that event, whether it's online or in person, and then go with your feelings, what actually feels correct, because sometimes we are listening to other people's stuff, especially on the internet. We get caught up in their passion or their conviction, and that's what we hold on to, is their passion of the conviction, but it may not resonate with us. So always keep checking in with your heart and just go, is this my truth? And I really encourage you to all keep tuning in to what feels true for you. And regardless, it doesn't matter, what is, who's speaking it, always just keep, and there's no judgment here, so I won't mention any names, but just follow your truth, okay? Because that's what's important. And also have the strength in your own conviction, and believe in yourself, okay? Just keep tuning in to what feels right for me. Okay, Kate, I will choose a card for you. Hi, Chris. Thanks for watching. Hi, Marty. Great to have you here as usual. So has anyone read the book Who Moved My Cheese? And if you haven't read it, it really shows how people get caught up in other people's conviction. And this is how it's always been. And if you just stay doing this long enough, then God is going to, just trust God is going to look after me, and again, use whatever word. If the word God doesn't resonate, change it to whatever is your truth. Okay, but having that faith and trust, whether it's source, spirit, whoever, you follow and have faith in. So anyway, so really choose to just keep dropping into your heart, and you'll be guided. Also this month, the energy is very turbulent, so even more, just take a step back and listen to your truth, okay? Should read again. I have it here. I have a long time ago, and when I was in recruitment. So, Kate, you used to work in recruitment, and so, Kate, what I'm going to do, and thanks for the messages, thanks for tuning in, everyone. And Marty and Chris, just to let you know, I've got 3 new decks, which I got on Friday. Oops, and I've just dropped a bunch. So I'm going to choose a card for Kate. Then I'm also going to choose a card for the collective. And okay, so Kate, I'm going to make 3 piles. Choose a 1, 2, or 3, and let me know what number while I'm waiting on that. Also, Friday, Mercury went retrograde. Okay, so it will be Mercury retrograde is until October the 1st. And I believe that there's like about 5 or 6 other planets that are also retrograde at this time. So depending on where you are, well, how you're feeling, but also your birth chart. I know I was born with about 6 different planets that were retrograde. So retrograde, doesn't affect me as much as other people. Kind of used to it. Though for some, their whole world is turned upside down. So, okay. Oh, Kate, the book, yes. Who Moved My Cheese? Yeah, it's very interesting, and it's so simple. It's but you will see that most of the people on the planet are displaying these ways of thinking. That just stuck thinking, and so you'll have your mavericks that are doing, their thing, and be one of those mavericks. Be the pioneer. Show others the way. And just know there's more of us than you think. Okay, especially the last couple of years, so many people have woken up. I remember 20 years ago when I was, so excited about, shifting consciousness, expanding awareness, and people just went, whoa, you're from another planet. That's really woo-woo. And it was like, where are my peeps? But now it's like I can talk freely, and people, well, those who get me. So okay, I'm picking number 1, Kate, for you. This is the card. It is self-care, and I'll just share. So, message, I will see so differently now. I think I read it again, as I'm so different than was back then, and I was such a follower. And I am so much more awake. Awesome. That is fantastic, Kate. I'm so happy for you. And you have the power. See, what's been happening is people have been dumbed down to feel powerless. And that's what's been happening. And this is where all the control and the manipulation and more people are just pushing back now and going, whoa, stop. That doesn't feel true to me, and trusting that, though there's still a lot of uncertainty and anxiety on the planet. So I have compassion for those people, because everyone is at different stages. Okay. So Kate, this is your message, is when you draw the self-care card, it can bring up many emotions. It can be challenging to accept that you deserve a life full of abundant love and self-acceptance, and you may experience internal resistance to feeling worthy. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and admit your true feelings, if only to yourself, which will release your emotions and give you permission to feel what needs to be felt. Self-care involves taking some much-needed time for yourself and acknowledging that your needs must be honored. However, it is not about recharging your energy so you can sacrifice yourself for others. It's about nurturing yourself and feeling good enough just as you are. Free yourself from the weight of the expectations of others, and free yourself from the weight of your own expectations. That's a big one. So be wary of the self-care to-do list. It can be easy to fall into that trap of telling yourself you should undertake certain practices every day to keep on top of your self-care rituals. But this will just add more pressure on you to achieve. Trying to fit in all the things you feel you should be doing can lead to feeling overwhelmed. Regardless of your outside achievements, you are worthy of love, acceptance, wealth, and good health, and it's all waiting for you in abundance. You just need to allow it to happen. So, Kate, this is the thanks for the heart, sending you much love back. Does that resonate? I love these cards. This is, brand new deck. So I'm actually getting to see the messages. So that obviously resonates with you with, So this is your action, Kate, okay? Before you get out of bed in the morning, instead of running through your to-do list, ask yourself, what does my body need today? It may help to repeat this mantra: I deserve love, I deserve acceptance. So that's your action step for today. And I'm sure that everyone who's watching and listening to this that's a message for everyone, I'm sure, can relate, because really there's only two emotions, love or fear. So what do you choose? And also, before you open up your eyes in the morning, just take a breath in and just breathe, and just breathe in and just thank the divine for the beautiful day, and breathe in that love, peace, and joy. And that will just set the tone for the rest of the day. And then when you go out and interact with other people, you emanate that energy out for others. So just do that before you open up your eyes. And if you are waking up to an alarm, maybe choose something else, maybe put on music and set an alarm, because especially if you're in a deep sleep and you're being woken up with that beep, 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 it's a bit of a shock to the nervous system. So maybe think of another way to wake up to, and classical music, or there's a lot of different harmonious music out there. Thanks for watching, Nate. Great to see you here. Thank you. I've been jumping up and into the day to get to training and into my day. Okay, so excellent, Kate. And maybe just ask yourself those questions, and another question is, how can I be of service today? And what amazing adventures will unfold for me today? And what magical moments will I create today? And then you're setting yourself up for those magical moments to actually come into your life. And it keeps you excited, keeps your energy vibration high for those magical moments to actually come in. Okay, so let me know. Awesome. Excellent. And thanks for watching, Anusha. Thanks for watching as well. And let me know if anyone would like a card. Just pop it into the chat. And thanks, Marty. Yeah, that's so true. Yep. Because, yeah, everything that we are doing in our life is all about choice. So you can walk outside and appreciate the beauty of everything, or the opposite. You can be like, I've got to do this and this and this and this and this, and then that just creates a lot of chaotic energy. It also brings your energy down. It creates a lot of anxiety and overwhelm. And so when you can actually just breathe into a state of love, peace, and joy, and beam that out and infect others with that love, peace, and joy, which are all high vibrations. Remember, on the scale of the map of consciousness, 500 is at love, and then peace and joy, and then it goes up into 700 to 1,000, which is enlightenment and consciousness. So just think of that. Hi, Bridget. Thanks for watching. Yes, I will. So Marty first. So Marty, I really like these cards. So Marty, I've also got Sacred Light oracles, as well as Lakshmi. Look how beautiful that box is. So what I've got in my hand right now is the Mystical Journey cards, and that's the box. And these are actually published here in Australia. So they're the actual authors are different from the other card decks I've got in my stack. Okay, so I am Sacred Light, please. Okay. And because they're brand new, they're still a little bit sticky. So let's have a look at the sacred light. And Marty, while I'm shuffling, 1, 2, or 3, I'll make 3 piles. And shuffling. Do you know, there's so much going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. You're only seeing what is in front of your face, and there's so much going on behind the scenes. It's really magical. So I really want you to embody that and just have faith and trust, okay? You may not see the magic with your own eyes, and you may not hear it with your ears, though find that feeling in your heart and just have faith and trust that there is magic happening. And like I said, those magical moments are all waiting for you. Okay. So the more that you connect with the magic in your heart, the more magic you're going to attract and draw it to you. Remember the law of attraction, what we put out. So, and the best way to really connect to your heart is out in nature. And I've been saying this every week. So connecting with the earth, and it's the earth. I'll talk about more of the earth stuff in a minute. Okay, Marty, 1. So this is your card, Celestial Channel. Look how beautiful that is, Celestial Channel. And the message is, being a clear celestial channel requires peace of spirit. Constant interruptions and anxieties about employment and family commitments consume your mind, when instead you really want to nurture your soul and put your feet up and relax. As a channel for celestial connections, every effort should be made to be free from fear, anxiety, or lower-based energies, as energetic clouds make interpretations difficult. Wow, this writing is funny. I'm testing my eyesight. I choose to have 20/20 vision. With magic and mystery, Lady Sarah holds the sacred keys to the Akashic Temple. Her earthly mission is to provide support and direction for any future paths, teaching the souls of the earth how to surrender to the present and feel satisfied and content in life. See the blessing in what you have right now, even though you may be afraid of missing out. Ascension Master Lady Sarah asks you to remember the polarity of being. You must honor the light and shadow aspects within yourself, as they are a part of you. You can learn from both aspects as a clear celestial channel, and must make peace with them to create your future path. You have and will always be a celestial channel of pure intent. Maintain clear neutrality while channeling to create optimal reception. Lady Sarah sees the beauty that hides in messy and confronting situations, and suggests you reflect on the past but move forward from the gratitude and optimism. Just like the sun and the moon, these energetic celestials have their own time to shine. Does that resonate with you, Marty? So the sun and the moon exist in the same cycles, like the shadows in the light. And if you've done any shadow work, it's really about embodying and embracing your shadow side, because we all have a shadow side, and that's why we're here. That's why what we came here to learn and grow for our soul's evolution. Okay, Marty, the affirmation, and you can write this down, is I learn through rising challenges. My soul embraces these experiences with success. So write that down if you choose. And the sacred crystal, if you're into crystals, and this is a new one that I'm not familiar with, is hydronite. So that's the crystal for the celestial channel. And it's all about hidden beauty, remaining optimistic, and staying neutral. And again, like we talked about, connecting with your heart, connecting with the earth, and listening to those. Yes, I will repeat that affirmation. I learn through rising challenges, and my soul embraces these experiences with success. You can always listen to the recording as well. Okay. What we're doing as a humanity right now is clearing out the old and actually looking at our shadow side. Now, remember, you're not broken, you don't need fixing, but we're clearing out. If you can imagine a dog with fleas, and so, well, the foxes, do you know how foxes get rid of the fleas? They just get something in nature, say it's like a cotton ball, something in nature that will float. And what they do, they put it in their mouth and they go into the water, and they go further and further into the water until they get to a point that the only thing that is above the water is the little cotton thing in their mouth. Like, just imagine a cotton ball, right? They've got that in their mouth and they're under the water. So all the fleas moving further and further up until they finish up on the tip of the cotton ball, and then they just let it go, and off it goes, and then they don't have any fleas anymore. So there you go. So in a way, see what's happening as you as a being. You're a fox going into the water, and all your fleas are going to keep moving up and moving up. But you need to remember to let go. Let go. That's what we did on Saturday night. It's all about letting go of anything that is no longer working in your life. Okay. And when you let go, then you can then breathe. And because until you let go, you can't breathe. And that's the same. So think of the fleas, everyone's covered in some fleas, and this is where we're peeling off the layers. We're shedding that old skin, like a snake shedding its skin, and connecting with nature, going into the water, washing it off, doing whatever ritual, whatever ceremony, whatever works for you and what resonates for you, and let go of your fleas. Okay, so do the same thing the fox did, and create your own self-care ritual. You don't have to go to those extremes of being underwater, though you know what I mean, is with those daily rituals of shedding and really looking at anything that is no longer working for you. What is your soul saying? What is your heart saying? Okay. And it's the same with what's going on in the earth right now with the floods and the earthquakes. Well, the earth is going through her changes as well, and the earth is getting rid of a lot of fleas, and that's what it does, and it takes the pressure off. And nobody goes, because I know there's been one of my team lives in Pakistan, and he sent me the videos of the landslides and everything in Pakistan. But remember, no one goes until it's their time. So there's a lot of souls that put up their hand and go, yeah, I'm going at this time. The same when we had the big tsunami, and there was a lot of souls that sacrificed their life in this tsunami. And it goes with anything, any living being, even trees on a property when land is being cleared for, property development and things like that. What would be conscious is to ask those trees which ones choose to stay. And what they do is they just send down even stronger roots into the ground. And this is what you can do as a human as well, is send down your roots into the ground to really be solid here on the earth. And just know it doesn't matter what tsunami, what, hurricane, whatever is happening in the external world, it's not going to rock you. You're solid, okay? So now there was another card that for who else asked for a card? Bridget. Okay, Bridget, if you could let me know you'd like a card, yes, and which deck. What I'm going to do is come back to the mystical journey cards. And Bridget, if you're still watching, I'm here. Awesome. Do you want the sacred light, the mystical journey, or Lakshmi? And then while I'm waiting, let me know which pile, 1, 2, or 3. And thanks for watching, Mandy. Great to see you here. It's been a long time. Wow, I've known Mandy for nearly 20 years. One of my first original clients, a body work client doing all the energy work and healing work. Over 20 years ago. Wow, that's gone so quickly. I officially started my business in 1999. It's been a while. Okay, so, and the mystical. Okay, this is the one I've been shuffling, and I'm going to make 3 piles, Bridget. Let me know which pile. Also, if anyone would like a private reading, let me know. You can put that in the comments, and we can organize a time to book you in for a private reading, and any updates, any advice, any guidance, what you need at the moment. Okay, so I'm waiting for Bridget, 1, 2, or 3. And waiting. Otherwise, I will choose a card for the collective, and I'm going to go with 3, and it is new beginnings. So, Bridget, there's always a delay. So how's that? I chose 3. So our ESP is working well. So it's new beginnings. Look how beautiful these cards are. And I really believe that that's what we are going through right now is new beginnings, regardless of what's happening in the external world. What the earth, what humanity is going through, it is very exciting. And like I said last week, the next 18 months is really important for humanity, about shifting consciousness, for the earth. Everything that we are planting right now is for our future and our future destiny. Today is the day you commit to working towards your life purpose, the activity that makes your heart sing. So this is the message, Bridget, new beginnings. The new beginnings card signifies the start of a fresh adventure, a new moon, and a new sunrise. The clouds are clearing and opening your vision. With this clarity of mind, you can be certain of what lies ahead of you. A strong will and sense of determination is essential to fulfilling your potential. Set up different routines and rituals that will keep you focused. You need to be prepared for the joyful hard work that is necessary to transform yourself and your life. Reset any negative cycles by writing down your positive intentions. Goals are a great way to track progress and maintain a vision. Use small, manageable steps and measure your progress. Then reward yourself when you have met your goals. The owl symbolizes knowledge and wisdom. So there's an owl in this picture, which will be essential for you to continue learning, as the acquisition of new skills will open many hidden doors of opportunity. Move forward with your eyes wide open and acknowledge your power and shine your light. Does that resonate with you? I have been working on this. Yes. And this is the energy that we've all been going through as well, is, looking at, or even decluttering, with the full moon energy. And it's about decluttering, letting go of anything physical, letting go of any attachments to things, letting go of any toxic people in your life, letting go of old negative thoughts, thinking, stories. So, Bridget, this is the action. Clear a space in your home that is just for you, in which you can relax and journal your innermost feelings and higher purpose goals. Here you can work on your vision board and plans. The last time I did a vision board workshop was in January this year. And I'll just feel into when to do another one, but that is what we can all focus on is, oh, you're welcome, Bridget, is, what is our vision of the future, but really listening to your heart. So when you're journaling your thoughts, your feelings, emotions, anything that's coming up for you, and listen to your inner guidance. So that will help to guide you. Okay. Any questions on that? I've done that and I write it down. Right. Yeah. And actually something I choose to do for myself and is to, I do this now, but it's my schedule constantly changes, but blocking out certain times at the same time every day that you sit down and journal. And when you sit down and journal at that time, that's your time that you're telling spirit, okay, I'm an open vessel to receive whatever insights, information, wisdom, and knowledge to come through, and just journal what you're feeling, and that's your time to connect to spirit. So block out a time, the same time every day, and have that space for you, so you're letting spirit know that this is your time, that you are open to receive the wisdom and insights and ahas that are coming through for your highest good and destiny. And set that intention, and maybe call in the gods, the goddesses, the archangels, ascended masters, whoever you call on in your meditations and ask them to come in and bring through those messages and those answers for you. Okay. Any questions from what we've been talking about? When it comes to the self-care, that self-care card, so important. I mean, that's what the Bend method is all about. My Bend method is balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. And that equals the new you and your new life. And that's everything that I teach. And I'll be sharing more information on that. And also this month, we've got the 5-day discovery. So if you just want to tip your toe in and just see what's under the surface, what's coming up, because we are multidimensional beings and there's many, many layers of our spiritual growth. And so working on what's priority for you right now will help you to take that next step, and just trusting. So I'm going to choose one more card, and this is from the Sacred Light cards, and this is a message for the collective, and then we will finish up. And so I'll just... Okay. Oh, isn't that interesting? The celestial channel. I just chose it again. So that was the message that I read out for Marty, and I've already shared that. So it's all about hidden beauty, remaining optimistic, and staying neutral. That's our message for everybody. Is to remain optimistic. Remember, we're on this journey together. Imagine you're in a going down a whitewater raft. You're on one of those rafts and it's like Grand Rapids. It's just, and when you just enjoy the flow of the rapids, you have an amazing time, amazing adventures. But if you're holding on to one of the rocks on the side out of fear, well, guess what? It's not so much fun. So I encourage you to let go and go down the rapid, and that's what's happening energetically right now. The energy is intense. And another metaphor that you may relate to is stay up on your surfboard and ride those waves. Okay, there's some little waves, big waves, but there's a lot of turbulence out there. Ride your waves, stay above, and keep your energy vibration high, and you'll have a great time. Until next week, sending you much love, many blessings, and have a fantastic week ahead. We are at, the 12th of September, the middle of the month, and yeah, be gentle with yourself because the energy is quite intense, and everything that I've just shared in today's readings as well as the energy update, just you can always re-listen to it and jot down any notes that resonate with you. So thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who is watching on Facebook, and we're also live on YouTube as well. Any questions, let me know. You can always email me, linda@lindabend.com, or send me a direct message, private message. And I look forward to speaking to you soon and seeing you next Monday for another magical Monday. So have a blessed day. Many thanks. Bye for now. And bye to everyone on